Okay, I'm going to show you how I hooked up my my fireplace, my gas fireplace. This pipe right here is the main black pipe that they ran in for the house. This goes to the outside of my house to my gas meter. It's a 1-inch line. This is a reducer. Then it's got an elbow, and then it goes straight out here. This half inch. And then this one here goes to my furnace. This is the one the guy that plumbed in my furnace did. So I'm not very impressed with that. It's not kinked, but it's close enough. I'm gonna have to redo that one of these days. This is the one I did. Now it does have 2 valves. I didn't need 2 valves. He installed that valve, and then just had a plug in it when he did my furnace, when I first had this house built. Then I built off from there. Like I said, I didn't need to put this valve in. But you just go, you got to get if you got a flared fitting, you got to match your male and female up. So make sure you're using the appropriate fitting every time. Now this valve is for this gas line. This gas line is this ProFlex. Hate to shadow you out there, but it's ProFlex. That's the number and the pressure rating. Now when you're dealing with gas coming into your house, it's not a high pressure gas. It's not, you're never gonna see this just big spray of gas. It's kind of a plume. So if you see a little bit, that's a lot of bit. Don't play around. If you don't feel comfortable doing this, don't do this. But really there is nothing to it as long as you're doing it right. Fittings going to the right style. Like I said, that valve is for that hose that I just showed you. When making your fittings together, you want to use the proper tape, thread tape. That white thread tape is your normal plumber's thread tape. This one here, this is for gas. I'm trying not to do it again, but so anyway, that one, and you can ask. They'll tell you whether you got the gas stuff or not. But I'll bring you back around. This here pipe leads to my fireplace, and I'll show you where it comes in at. Now we're just underneath my fireplace. This is the same. We're still in the crawl space here. We're in between joists. This is where that hose runs to. I think I can get you a little closer view of that valve. This is what that valve looks like, and that fitting. Now there's just a little ferro nut in there and an O-ring, and I'm not going to go into great detail how that goes. When you buy those, it shows you how to put them together. I'm not going to be the professional. I'm not a professional at this. I just read and then I do. So all I know is you're in North Dakota, and I'm sure that's everywhere else. You need to have a drop. So like this goes up, excuse me, that goes up into the fireplace, this hose. So the gas comes in through this valve, and then it's got a drop, and there's a cap at the bottom of that drop. Now the reason for that is to catch on natural gas. You want to catch any moisture, I guess is what they say. I've never heard of anybody taking them apart once you get them together. I guess I'm not going to worry about it either. I guess all the people I've talked to, I'm not going to worry about it. But anyway, the gas comes in here and just goes right up into your regulator for your fireplace. I'll show you where it goes into your fireplace next. Now we're going to go under the fireplace. I'll show you where it comes in at. there's where the line comes in at. Let's see if I can get my little stand to stand up here. Alright. Comes in here. Comes in here. And then it goes to your regulator. Goes to your regulator. And that's for your pilot light. Goes in, there's your igniter, there's your pilot light. Now when you light this thing up, this one's already on, right, lines up with that light, but you switch it over to pilot, hold it in and hit your igniter until you see your flame light up in your fireplace. Then you get to choose what it is. I mean, once you've bled it through your pilot, and then once you know, don't sit there and go crazy for long periods of time. Do it for a little bit, then stop. Do it for, it takes a little bit depending on how far you're away to get everything bled off. But then you'll see there's a little pilot light. I don't know if you can see it, but we will we'll fire it up. I don't have the remote on hand, but there's a little switch right here to switch from remote to on, and we can adjust the flame right here, and we'll crank her up, and there you go. Got a little fireplace. So once again, thanks for watching. Make sure you check on how all that goes together with professional. But that's how I was showed to run it, and that's how I did it, and it's been running for years that way, so I ain't gonna change it. Thanks for watching. Click and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.